Okay. First off, the battery is very light. And what else can I do on this one? So all I like to do is just change. It does say, this is really interesting. It's 40. Let me see that. It gives you the battery, the ohms, and the wattage, which is kind of cool. So it's a 2.1 ohm coil. And I got it set at 3.8 volts, and it's pushing out 8 watts. I'm just for funsies, let's switch out the coil or the tank and put it here. Still reading a 2.1 coil, which might be accurate. I don't really know. But you can go here, you push that. I think, I don't know what I'm doing. How did I do that? Okay, so you just push the voltage, and you grade 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, or 3.8. So now I got it at 3.5, and it's putting out 8.8 watts. So now it's putting out 9.5 watts. I don't know. I really like that you can tell the battery power on there and everything. Of course, I'm not 100% sure that ohmage is correct. It didn't change. This is a dual coil tank, and it didn't change the ohms. Just for funsies, let me try something here. Let me slap an RDA on here. That's a 0.5 coil. Yeah, it won't fire it. Didn't think it would. But let me check this one real quick. The reason I want to try this RDA is, I'll show you real quick, that my vision spinner will fire this. Of course, it's not going to make me a liar now, will it? Having problems with it. There it goes. So let me see if it'll fire on this one. No, don't look like it will. And I just noticed that it kind of went off. Let me put you back on here and see what happens. So I've had 12 puffs. That's interesting. It's 14. Let me try something here. Okay, 160. I think my tank is dead. Yep, tank's empty. So I'm grab another one. I like that it is, you know, 510 Eagle connection. I get like nothing out of that. Now I will say that I'm used to vaping generally around 4.8 volts. So just a quick comparison on that one. I got that set with 3.8. So this is not 3.8. So it's more comparable to each other now. I'll go back to you. Just like the flavor better. So now I'm at 22% battery, which I kind of think is kind of cool. If you can just, you know, pull your phone out and check your battery power. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. Use it for a couple days or so, and see how she runs out. I mean, I will give it this. This is a very light battery. I thought the Vision Spinner was light. This thing is almost nothing. We put the. See if I can get specs on this or not. It's on Smokio.com, Smoke.io, S-M-O-K-I-O. It's 900 milliamp per hour battery. They also offer a mini, which is 650. 70 grams. That's very light. The other mini is 6.5 grams, even lighter. They come in black or silver. So yeah, I'm liking this actually. I mean, even with this tank on there, it's like nothing. Now the tank it comes with, the reason it's heavy is because it's a glass tank. It's your standard Evod tank. You know, comes apart, everything. So, I'll get back to you. Alright, the Smokio device, 900 I believe this one is. Yeah, 900. Like I said earlier, it's a 900 milliamp per hour battery. It is a variable voltage device. Everything is controlled by the app, which I don't have the phone, my wife's phone with me, so I can't show it to you, but you saw it in the previous video. Does come with a Evod 2 tank, which I did not use, but it looks very nice on there. It's a little top heavy with the tank on there, but you know, that's not a big humongous deal. The only problem with that to me is when you set it down on a surface like that, which you shouldn't really do with a small battery like this, it will probably tip over, so either use a stand or just lay it down flat. I just use it whenever I lay mine down, like my spinner. I have my little case here and I just kind of lay it down. But the Evod tank, by the way, I can't imagine it's any different than any other Evod tank, which is a high quality tank. It is glass and stainless steel, I believe. It does have a removable drip tip, so you can put a different drip tip on there if you want. It is a bottom coil, so what you do is you open it up like so, fill your juice up, and you can replace your coils. Very easy to do. Not a problem at all. And it's a pretty popular atomizer, so most often you'll be able to pick that up in a smoke shop or a vape shop of your choice. It does come with an extra coil, which is nice. Comes in this really nice little kit, little box. A very lightweight battery. It does work. It has a 510 connection on there. Real quick, I find it really interesting that you can't turn it on without a tank on it. Like my Vision spinner, I could fire it up without a tank. Not really a good or bad thing, just something I noticed. Sorry about that. Let me turn this back off. So yeah, just click it 5 times. Turns on. The light does change colors around there, so it'll turn blue, white when it's got a full charge, blue when it's not really sure about the level, but when it's kind of in the middle, and then red means you need to get ready to recharge it. It works fine. Like I said, it works with the 510 tanks. Also works with any of the ego threading. So, there's only 2 things that I kind of don't like about it. One is just 100% me. I'm used to vaping at a higher voltage. So at the highest voltage, this is not putting out as much power as I prefer, but that's me, so I can't really fault them. Secondly, I would like to see a way to control the voltage off the battery. Because I don't have, my phone does not work with the app, my iPod doesn't work with the app, my old phone doesn't work with the app. So the only one that I could find that works with it was my wife's iPhone 5. Well, she's not here right now, so I can't control this battery. So, I mean, I've tried it, and it's 1, 2, 3. Nothing. Well, let me put a tank on there real quick. And I do like it that you can use, like I'm using my little thread protector there, so it looks nice. So if I turn it on, if I hit it 3 times, nothing. Hit it twice, nothing. 4 times, turns it off. So there's no way to really control it without the app, which I don't like. So other than that, I don't really have any complaints about it. There's one minor itty bitty thing, is that the button could be a little bit more pronounced. Just like when you're trying to feel for it, you gotta kind of, you know, move it around. You can't really just grab it. I can on certain other ones. You know, I mean, the spinner kind of suffers from that, but the top is a little bit more out. You know, but you don't really want it too pronounced, so you know, it's not a major complaint whatsoever. I wouldn't even consider playing about it. What's really interesting though is this. You don't hear anything. If I take my spinner, you hear that switch rattling. If I take my X-Fire, you can hear that switch rattling. And I think even my V5, you can hear them rattling. So it doesn't rattle, which is really kind of I mean, it's not a big, humongous thing, but it's kind of nice that it's built very nice. On the app, you can not only control the voltage, you can also see how many puffs you've taken, the battery life. It'll tell you like how many cigarettes you would have smoked in that period of time, and you can kind of go through and, you know, step down and stuff, which is, I really like. This is actually a very, very, very good idea for somebody that wants to quit smoking because of that fact. Because it'll track your usage. And you can see how you kind of, you know, used it at full power all the time, then you're kind of stepping down in nicotine and what have you. So it's very good for that. For a first-time vapor, it's also really nice because you can really get a taste of your vaping preferences. You know, you can see how, you know, oh, I liked it here more than I did at this level, at this voltage, so, you know. Again, my personal biggest gripe is just that the voltage doesn't go up enough for my personal taste. I think it's like 3.8, which if I set this at 3.8, it's like the same thing. And it's not bad, but this is where I vape. So that's just a personal thing. Something else I want to show you. It does have a 10-second cutoff. What is this? I should be able to. So it does have that feature like almost every battery out. Every other battery does. No pass-through capability. Chargers, I like the charger, I really do. It's got a good length to it, which I kind of like because you don't have to worry about it messing around. Or like this is the one that I bought came with my first kit, and you know, I plug it in certain places, the battery will mess up or be off, and I'm worried about breaking the cable and stuff. So, as a kit, see the price on these. Oh, it took about an hour and a half to charge from not even turning on to full power. And lasted about 3 hours, which is a lot less than I would have thought it would be. I think it's because of the Bluetooth. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. I would like to see an option to turn the Bluetooth off. Okay. As far as I can read, the Bluetooth is always on, so it's always drawing some battery power. Now, it doesn't take a lot of battery power, but it's still going to take some battery power. So, kind of bear that in mind. But I have to admit, it's a very nice device. The weight, to me, is amazing. It's the lightest battery I have. And I thought, same thing about the Vision Spinner when I first picked it up, but the Smokio is unbelievably lightweight. I mean, it's you can actually totally feel the difference between the two, and that was really lightweight. So I really like that. And if you're using a very light tank, I think this is probably the latest tank I've got. You know, it's very nice. It's not obtrusive at all. I didn't try it with my neck lanyard, but this would be one of those that would work very well with on the neck, especially since the tank is heavier. It naturally just hang like so. I mean, you could easily use it in a regular cigarette type position, or kind of a cigar type. So it's very nice. I mean, I really like the look of the silver. I really do. And I have a tank here. It's a cheap tank I bought offline. I don't have any idea what its name is or what it's supposed to be a copy of or whatever, but it looks great on there. Look at that. I really like that one. If this was a brushed steel, stainless steel look, that would look beautiful. So the price for the 900, the tank, the extra coil is 64.9 euro, which makes out to $79 American dollars, US dollars, and 68 cents. The Mini is a 650 milliamp battery, same clearomizer and everything, is 59.90 euro, or 73.78 US dollars. So it's not extremely expensive, but you know, not exactly cheap either. But it's very nice looking, very lightweight, compatible with everything. So there you go.